Very good morning. So, today's topic is blood relation. In this particular topic, you will find basically two types of question. One is questions based on two persons. An indirect relationship between any two persons will be given, and we need to find the direct relation between the two persons. Let's say A and B are two persons. Pointing towards B, A will give you an indirect information of the relationship with B, and we need to find the direct relation between A and B. In case number 2, this is called family-based question. Here you will be given that a family consisting of 4 or 5 persons are there, and their mutual relationship will be given. On the basis of this particular information, here the relationship between any two persons can be asked, and we need to find the exact relation between the two persons. So, let's start. At first, we will discuss all the relations and how to solve a question. For solving a question of blood relation, we need to make the family tree. So then let's see how to make a family tree. Whenever a relationship like father, mother, uncle, aunt, father-in-law, mother-in-law, these type of relations are given. See, these relations are, or you can say these relatives are, one generation senior from us. So for going one generation senior, we will move upwards. Like, when it is written that A is father of B, what we will do, we will place B first, and above B, we will place A. Above B, one generation above, we will place A. To identify the gender, whether the person is male or female, we will use these two signs. Means for representing male, we will use plus sign, and for female, we will use minus sign. Like here, A is father. It means A is male. So for representing A as male, we will put plus sign with A. Similarly, whenever we get a relationship like brother, sister, husband, wife, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and cousins, these relatives are of same generation. So we will try to put them into same level, or sideways you can say. To make a difference between the relationship of brother and sister and that of husband and wife, for brother and sister we will use single arrow, and for husband and wife we will put a sign of equal to. to identify where exactly the relationship of husband and wife is there and where a relationship of brother and sister is there. Like, if we get a statement like this, that B is sister of C. B is sister of C. So B is sister of C. So we will have to put B and C in the same level. And since B is sister, it means B is female. So that's why we will put minus sign over here. Similarly, whenever we get a relation like son, daughter, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, nephew and nieces, nephew and nieces, these relatives are of next generation, or you can say one generation junior. So for going one generation junior, we will go downwards. Like, C is the son of D. Let's say C is son of D. So we will put D and one generation below. For going one generation below, we will go downwards from B and put C. So C is son. Since C is son, so C is male. So we will put plus sign over here. And similarly, whenever we get a relationship like grandfather, grandmother, grandfather-in-law, grandmother-in-law, we will move 2 generations above, and for grandson, granddaughter, grandson-in-law, and granddaughter-in-law, we will go 2 generations below. Is it clear? Okay then. So now come to the questions. Let's solve questions now. Pointing towards a man, a lady said, "He is the only son of my mother's mother." So he is the only son of my mother's mother. We can solve this question directly also by reading the statement and making a chain of the relationship. So as per the statement, he is the only son of my mother's mother. He is the only son of my mother's mother. Then how is lady related to that man? Here we can solve this question directly also by making a chain of relationship. So let's see how can we make the chain of relationship. So for making the chain of relationship, we will start from this particular point, my. My here stands for the speaker of the statement, and the speaker of the statement is a lady. So speaker is lady. So at first we will move towards right hand side and take the relations of the right hand side of this term, my, and then we will move on the left hand side and see this particular relation, that is only son. Now let's make a chain of it. Lady's mother. So lady's mother and lady's mother's mother. Lady's mother's mother is maternal grandmother. So mother's mother is what? Maternal grandmother. Now, maternal grandmother's only son. Maternal grandmother's only son is maternal uncle, mother's brother. Maternal grandmother's only son is maternal uncle. So this man is maternal uncle of the lady. This man is maternal uncle of the lady. But the question is, how is lady related to the man? How is lady related to the man? Whenever you find a question like this, we have to find who exactly is the lady for the man. So, man is at a maternal uncle of the lady. So, lady will be what? Niece of man. So, here the correct answer is niece. Lady is niece of the man. So, man's sister, daughter. So, sister's daughter is niece. So, answer here will be niece. Yes. So, this is one of the way to solve this particular question by making a chain of relationship. So, what we have done over here, we will start from this word, my. My mother's mother is my maternal grandmother, and my maternal grandmother's only son is maternal uncle. So, the man is maternal uncle of the lady. Then who will be the lady for the man? Answer is niece. So, here we will answer niece. Is it clear? Okay. So, move to the second question now. Pointing towards the lady, Vijay said, she is the daughter of my grandfather's only son. So now, the statement is, she is the daughter of my grandfather's son. Rather, grandfather's only son. Grandfather's only son. Then how is Vijay related to that lady? How is Vijay related to the lady? See, again we will start from this point, my. And this time the speaker of the statement is Vijay. So, Vijay's grandfather's only son. Vijay's grandfather's only son and then daughter. So, we have these three relations. So, Vijay's grandfather's only son. Grandfather's only son is father. Grandfather's only son is who? Father. And father's daughter. Father's daughter. Father's daughter is sister. Father's daughter is sister. So, the lady is Vijay's sister. Lady is Vijay's sister. Lady is Vijay's sister. So, who is Vijay for the lady? Who is Vijay for the lady? As per the question, how is Vijay related to that lady? For answering that question, we have to find who is Vijay for the lady. Okay. See, whenever you find a name of any person, we cannot determine gender from the name of the person. Always remember this. If a name of person is mentioned, we cannot determine the gender of the person from the name. Since here the name is Vijay, we cannot confirm whether Vijay is a boy or a girl. Is it clear or not? So, if Vijay is boy, then he will be lady's brother. But if Vijay is a girl, then she will be lady's sister. So here, Vijay can be either brother of the lady or sister of the lady. So correct answer would be either brother or sister. If it is there, then our answer is this, either brother or sister. Otherwise, we will answer cannot determine. Otherwise, we will answer cannot determine. So here, the correct answer is not brother. The correct answer is cannot determine. Since we cannot confirm the gender of Vijay from the person's name, so that's why our answer is cannot determine. Is it clear? Do you have any doubt? Okay then. Move to the next question. That is question number 3. Pointing towards a lady, a man said, where the term lady and man is mentioned, then only we can confirm the gender. So what will be the answer of third question? Devendra is saying, what if name is Sachin Tendulkar? Even though we cannot confirm whether that person is male or female. By the name of any person, we cannot confirm its gender. Got my point, Devendra? Dr. Prakhar Jaiswal. If you will be given with 4 options and in all the options, name of the relationships are mentioned, then only we can go for brother. Like when you find in this particular question, one relationship is brother, second one is father, third one is mother, and fourth one is daughter. Let's say these 4 options are given. And as we know that out of these 4 options, these 3 are definitely incorrect. And there is a possibility of being brother. It is a possibility. But rest of the 3 relationships are definitely wrong. Then only we can go for brother. Okay. Her mother is the only daughter of my mother-in-law. See, till now, what we are getting, in the previous questions, the explanation starts from these terms like he, she, you. He, she, you. Or the boy, the girl, the man, the woman, that boy, that girl, that man, that woman. Whenever you get a statement like this, whenever the explanation of relationship will start with these terms, our way of working will remain the same. We will directly go for that particular term, my, and from there we will draw the chain of relations. But here in this particular question, the statement starts from a different term. That is, her mother is the only daughter of my mother-in-law. So whenever a statement starts with these kind of terms like his, her, instead of you, your is there. Yeah, the boys means with a apostrophe s, that man's, or and here you can add name as well. And in this case, name with a apostrophe s. So whenever you find the explanation starting with these terms, at least one relationship should be directly attached with these terms. Like her mother, her mother. Her means lady and lady's mother. So the rest of the information stated in the statement is not for this lady. It is for her mother. It is the relationship which is mentioned over here is not for the lady, it is for lady's mother. So whenever you get a statement starting by these terms, what we will do, the relation attached with this particular term, we will reverse this particular relationship. So whenever you get a statement starting with these terms, a relationship should be attached with this particular term. So whatever the relationship is attached with this particular term, we will reverse it. We will reverse it. Are you getting my point or not? So let's see how can we reverse a particular relationship. Let's say his mother. When the statement is like this, his mother. His means this is a boy and the relationship is mother, means boy's mother. So for boy's mother, this boy will be, so for boy's mother, the boy will be son of the lady. So the boy will be son for her mother. So for her mother, this boy will be son. So one more example. Let's take one more example. Her husband. Let's say her husband means this is lady and this is lady's husband. So for her husband, the lady will be what? Wife. For her husband, the lady will be wife. Let's say man's daughter. So for man's daughter, this man will be father. So by this way, we can reverse a relationship. Are you getting my point? So whenever you find a term like this, one relationship should be attached with the statement, and that particular relationship we need to reverse the relation. So for lady's mother, the lady will be what? Daughter. So now we will consider daughter. Instead of mother, here we will consider daughter after reversing it. So now, let's start making the chain from this term my. My means the speaker of the statement, and this time the speaker of the statement is a man. So my mother-in-law's only daughter and daughter. So man's mother-in-law. Man's mother-in-law's only daughter is man's wife. And man's wife's daughter. Wife's daughter is what? For man, this lady is also daughter. So man's mother-in-law. Mother-in-law's only daughter is man's wife. And now man's wife's daughter is man's daughter. So the lady is man's daughter. So if the lady is man's daughter, it means the man will be what? Father of the lady. So the question is, how is the man related to the lady? Our answer is what? Father. Is it clear? Yes, Richa's answer is correct. Answer is father. Let's solve one more question of this particular type, and that is, pointing towards a man, a lady said, his wife is the only daughter of my father. Then how is man related to that lady? How is man related to that lady? How is the man related to that lady? See, his wife is the only daughter of my father. His wife is the only daughter of my father. So his wife is the only daughter of my father. So this time the relationship attached with this term is wife. So for his wife, the man will be what? For his wife, the man will be husband. So for his wife, the man will be husband. Divya, are you getting my point? The relationship attached with this term needs to be reversed first. This is the first rule. So for his wife, the man will be husband. Now, try to make the chain of the relationship. Now, in this particular relationship chain, we will not consider wife. In place of wife, we will consider husband. Okay? So now, come to this particular term, my. My here means the speaker, and this time the speaker is lady. This time the speaker is lady. Now we will make the chain of the relationship by moving right hand side first and then on the left hand side. So whenever we move on the left hand side of this term, we will start noting down the relationship from my onwards. From my onwards. Okay? So now, lady's father. Lady's father. And father's only daughter is? Father's only daughter is lady herself. For any lady's father and father's only daughter means that this particular person is lady herself. Now, lady's husband. So this man is lady's husband. This man is lady's husband. So the question is, how is the man related to that lady? So the man is husband of the lady. Man is husband of the lady. The pen is not working. So I am writing one more question on board. Let's see this. So try to find the answer of this particular question. Pointing to a man, a lady said, his mother is the wife of my father's only son. His mother is the wife of my father's only son. So his mother is the wife of my father's only son. Now the question is, how is the lady related to the man? How is the lady related to the man? Try to find the answer of this particular question now. Okay. Devendra is saying aunt. Yashashvi is saying sister. Richa is saying aunt. Okay. Prakhar is saying paternal aunt. Okay. See, his mother. For his mother, the man will be what? Son. So at first we will reverse the relationship. So for his mother, the man will be son. Now come at this particular point. My means who? Lady. So lady's father's only son, wife, and now we will consider son over here. So let's make the chain of relationship. Lady's father's only son. Lady's father's only son is lady's brother. And brother's wife. Brother's wife is sister-in-law. And sister-in-law's son. Sister-in-law's son. So sister-in-law's son is nephew. So the man is lady's nephew. But as per the question, we have to find how is the lady related to the man. It means who is lady. So for the man, lady is what? So if the man is nephew of the lady, so for the man, this lady will be paternal aunt. Paternal aunt. Since the man is lady's brother's son is nephew, so for the man, the lady will be paternal aunt. Is it clear? Okay then. Now, next question, that is question number 5. So the question number 5 is, A is the father of B. Who is the sister of C? So A is the father of B. So we will place B first, and since A is father, we will put A towards upwards. And for indicating the gender of A, we will put this particular sign. Who is the sister of C? Who here stands for B? So B is sister of C. So since B is sister of C, B and C will be on same level. Brother, sister, these relations are of same generation. Okay. Now D is mother of C. D is mother of C. So D is the mother of C. We will place D who is husband of G? Who means C. C is husband of G. So if C is husband, it means G must be C's wife. So in case of marriage, if we get to know any one of the person's gender, then we can identify the other person's gender as well. Now, and father of H. It means what? C is father of H. C is father of H. Then how is H related to B? Then how is H related to B? How is H related to B? Very good, very good. So for finding the answer of this particular question, we need to know the gender of this particular person. That is H. And as per the information, we do not have the gender of H. Means H can be male or female. Now, from B we will move towards H. So if H is male, it means B's brother's son. B's brother's son. It means H can be nephew. But if H is female, then brother's daughter. Brother's daughter. And brother's daughter is niece. So we are getting two answers. So our answer will be either nephew or niece. Either nephew or niece. So since we are getting answer in either and or, and this option is not there, so in that case we will answer cannot determine. So, good. You all answered the same. That is cannot determine. Okay. Let's move to question number 6 now. So D is the brother of K. D is brother of K. So K's brother is D. M is sister of K. K's sister is M. And T is the father of R. T is the father of R. So R's father is T. Who is brother of M? Means R is brother of M. R is brother of M. F is mother of K. F is mother of K. So as we know, these four are siblings. So their parents will be mutually husband and wife as well. So since R, M, K, D, these are four siblings. So their parents are T and F. So they both mutually will be what? Husband and wife also. Parents of children are husband and wife for each other. Now the question is, how many sons does T and F have? How many sons does T and F have? All of you have read this particular thing, but before this particular word, one more term is there, and that is at least how many sons does T and F have? So try to read the question properly or completely. We have to consider each and every word of the question. So when the question is at least how many sons does T have? So answer will be at least these two are sons. So answer will be what? 2. As per the information, we can confirm about 2 sons. Yes, we can confirm about 2 sons. So that's why here the answer is not cannot determine or none of these. The answer is 2. Yes, option B. Okay. Now try to make the family tree of this particular information. Then we will move for the questions. Yes. At most 3, at least 2, and exact either 2 or 3. See, P is the father of Q. P is the father of Q. Who is the sister of R? Means Q is the sister of R. S is the wife of R. S is the wife of R. Who is the son of T? Who is the son of T? Means R is son of T. V is the brother of W, who is the sister of P. So V is brother of W, and now W is sister of P. W is sister of P. Z is the husband of Y. Z is the husband of Y and father of T. So Z is husband of Y and father of T. And father of T. Since Q and R are mutually brothers and sisters, so their parents are P and T, so they both will be husband and wife also for each other. Means we can say that P and T are husband and wife. Okay, now come to the questions. Question number 1. How is V related to Q? How is V related to Q? How is V related to Q? Yes. For Q, V is father's brother. Father's brother is what? Uncle. So answer of question number 7 is uncle. Come to question number 8. How is S related to P? How is S related to P? So who is S? So for P, S is P's son's wife. P's son's wife. Son's wife is called daughter-in-law. So answer of question number 8 is daughter-in-law. Yes, daughter-in-law. Now, next question is, a family consists of a grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, daughter, daughter-in-law, grandson, granddaughter, brother, sister, and 2 sons. Then how many members are there in the family? A family consists of a grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, daughter, daughter-in-law, grandson, granddaughter, brother, sister, and 2 sons. Then how many members are there in the family? See, is there any difference between relations and relatives? Is there any difference between relations and relatives? Yes. Let's take my example. I am a person. Relatives are basically individual persons. But when we talk about relations, I am for my family members. For my family members, I hold different relationships with my different relatives. Like, for my father and mother, I am son. For my brothers and sisters, I am brother. For my wife, I am husband. For my children, I am father. Means, I am one individual, but I do have different relations in the family member. Yes, yes, yes. One relative can be associated with many relations. So an individual can be different, means can hold different relations with different family members. Are you getting my point or not? So here, relationships are mentioned, not individuals or relatives are mentioned. So this is the difference. So most of the people answered 12, which is totally incorrect, because here these are not relatives, these are relations. So now come to this question and let's solve this question. So a family consists of a grandfather and grandmother. Let's say this is a children and his grandfather and grandmother. So let's say grandfather and grandmother. Father, mother, again for this children, this person will be father and his wife will be mother for this children. See, for this particular children, this man is father. But for her wife, the man will be husband. And for their parents, this man will be son. Okay? So, a family consists of grandfather, grandmother, father, mother. Now, daughter and daughter-in-law. See, if we consider this person as female, so for the father and mother, this particular girl will be daughter. So for their father and mother, this lady will be daughter. And daughter-in-law. See, daughter's mother means this lady is daughter-in-law for grandfather and grandmother. So for grandparents, this person is son and this is daughter-in-law. Okay? So for them, this is daughter-in-law. So daughter and daughter-in-law is done. Now, grandson and granddaughter. So this particular girl will be called as granddaughter for their grandfather and mother. So for these two persons, this girl is granddaughter, son's daughter, and grandson. So let's take one more person. If this person is boy, so for their grandparents, this boy will be grandson. Brother, sister. So these two persons are mutually be what? Brother and sister. This girl is sister and this boy is brother. And two sons. How many sons? Two sons. So for father and mother, this boy is son. And for grandfather and grandmother, the father is son. So for grandfather and grandmother, father is son. So how many members are there in this family? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So here the right answer is 6. Understood? Okay then, move to the next question. So here the right answer is 6. 7 persons, P, Q, R, S, T, U and V are members of a family consisting of 4 adults and 3 children, 2 of whom are girls. P and S are brothers. T is married to one of the brothers and they have 2 children. Q is married to S and V is their child. Then how is R related to P? Then how is R related to P? Okay, let's solve it. 7 persons P, Q, R, S, T, U and V are members of a family consisting 4 adults and 3 children, 2 of whom are girls. Means out of these 3 children, 2 are girls. So out of the 3 children, 2 are girls. P and S are brothers. P and S are brothers. So P and S. These 2 persons are brothers. T is married to one of the brothers and they have 2 children. So T is married to one of the brothers. It can be P or S. Since P and S are male, so we can say the gender of T is female. And they have how many children? 2 children. Let's say this is one and this is the second one. So these 2 are children of T and P. Okay, next. Q is married to S and V is their child. So Q is married to S and V is their child. So V is child of S and Q. V is child of S and Q. Now since T is married to one of the brothers, now S got married with Q. So we can clearly say that T and P are married couples. And they have 2 children. So out of 7, we are getting the name of 5 persons. So we are left with only 2 persons. One is R and the other one is U. So these 2 are missing, R and U. So here we will place R and U. Now the question is, how is R related to P? How is R related to P? Yes, how is R related to P? So R is what? Since we do not know the exact gender of R, so R can be male or female. So R can be either P son or daughter. So that's why we cannot confirm the answer. So the answer is D, cannot determine. Now, question number 11. No, 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 no. In this case of blood relation, we consider that a person can marry only once. Dr. Prakhar Jaiswal. Since isn't can't be determined also be the answer, since S can have two marriages with Q and T, or no, we cannot consider. Here, cases of two marriages are not considered. As per blood relation, we will consider that a person can marry only once. And that too with a person of other gender also. Means here you cannot apply section 377. What I guess? So, a male will always marry with a female as per this particular subject is concerned. Okay? So, if A is the mother of D, if A is the mother of D, so A is mother of D, B is not the son of C. So, B is not the son of C. So, B can't be the son of C. C is the father of D. C is the father of D. It means A and C are married couples. It means A and C are married couples. D is the sister of B. So D is sister of B. And now, since B is not the son of C, B cannot be the son of C. So we have to make B as daughter. Okay? So B is not the son of C means B is the daughter of C. Then how is A related to B? How is A related to B? So A is mother of B. Yes, the correct answer is mother. Correct answer is mother. Okay, next. Question number 12. Question number 12. Okay, yes. See, M and F are married couple. M and F are married couple. A and B are sisters. A is the sister of F. So A is sister of F and A and B are sisters. A and B are sisters. So the question is, who is B to M? Who is B to M? So the answer is what? Sister-in-law. Answer is sister-in-law. Question number 13. How we can say that? See, in both the cases, let's say M and F are married couples, A and B are sisters, and A is the sister of F. Richa, A is the sister of F. We are getting these three informations. Yes. Now, since we do not know the gender of M and F, it can be either male or female. Let's say M is male, F is female. And one more possible condition can be M is female and F is male. So, if M is male, then wife's sister is also called sister-in-law. And if M is female, then husband's sister. Husband's sister is also called sister-in-law. So in both the cases, the answer is sister-in-law. Is it clear, Richa? So in both the cases, when we consider M male and F female, then also the answer is same. And when we consider M as female and F as male, again the answer is sister-in-law. Is it clear? So in both the cases, we are getting the same answer. So that's why we will consider this as the correct option. So now, come to this particular question. Yes, Prashant. So the question is, R and S are brothers. R and S are brothers. Okay. Let's say R and S. These two are brothers. X is the sister of Y. Okay. Let's say X is sister of Y. X is the mother of R. X is the mother of R. So X is the mother of R. So what is Y to S? Means who exactly Y is. See, since we are not getting the information of gender of Y, so we are not getting the gender of Y. So Y can be male or female. So if we consider Y as male, then R's mother and mother's brother. S mother and mother's brother. So mother's brother is called what? Uncle. And if Y is female, so the answer is S mother, mother's sister can be aunt. Mother's sister can be aunt. So right now we are getting two answers. Yes, Prakhar. We are getting two answers. So we should find first in the options either uncle or aunt. Is it mentioned? Either uncle or aunt. No, it is not there. So if this option is not there, then we will answer cannot determine. We are not getting cannot determine in the options. Then we will go for none of these. So this is the preference which we have to give while answering a question where we are getting multiple answers. Okay? So either uncle or aunt is not there, cannot determine is also not there, and none of these is also not there. So we are getting four options, that is uncle, brother, father and mother. Uncle, brother, father and mother. As we know clearly that these three options are definitely wrong, and since there is a possibility of being uncle, so this can be one of the possible answers. So since these three options are definitely wrong, completely wrong, so we will go for uncle, or you can say the best possible answer. So the best possible answer over here is uncle. Means after this we will go for best possible answer mentioned in the options. Okay? A and B are young ones of C. If C is the mother of B, but A is not the daughter of C, then what is the relationship between C and A? What is the relationship between C and A? C. Okay. So A and B are young ones of C, means children. A and B are young ones of C. if C is the mother of B, so if C is mother of B, but A is not daughter of C. Since A is not daughter, but as from the information we are getting that A is child of C. So child can be either son or daughter. Since A is not daughter, then we will consider it as son, means male. So what is the relationship between C and A? So the relationship between C and A is of mother and son. So relationship between C and A is of mother and son. Yes. So the right answer is option C, mother and son. Okay. Now question number 15. So question number 15 is what? P and Q are brothers. R and S are sisters. P's son is S brother. So P and Q are brothers. R and S are sisters. Now, P's son is S brother. P's son is S brother. Means this person is basically brother for both R and S. Okay. So the person who is P's son is also S brother. How is Q related to R? How is Q related to R? So for R, Q is R's father's brother. R's father and father's brother. So father's brother is what? Uncle. Yes. So the correct answer is what? Uncle. Correct answer is uncle. Okay, question number 16 now. Q is the son of P. X is the daughter of Q. R is aunt, Bua. Bua means father's sister. So R is aunt of X and L is son of R. Then what is L to P? Then what is L to P? So Q is the son of P. Q is son of P. Q is son of P. X is daughter of Q. X is daughter of Q. R is aunt of X. Aunt means father's sister. Father's sister. So R is aunt of X. And L is the son of R. L is the son of R. L is the son of R. Then what is L to P? So daughter's son, daughter's son. So P is daughter and daughter's son. Daughter's son is what? Grandson. So the answer of this question is what? Grandson. Answer is grandson. Now, next is A and B are brother and sister, respectively. C is A's father, D is C's sister, and E is D's mother. How is B related to E? How is B related to E? So A and B are brother and sister, respectively. So let's say A and B are brother and sister, respectively. C is A's father. So C is A's father. D is C's sister. D is C's sister. E is D's mother. E is D's mother. Then how is B related to E? How is B related to E? So son's daughter. Son's daughter is granddaughter. Son's daughter is granddaughter. So the answer is what? Granddaughter. Answer is what? Granddaughter. Next. Ajay says Anand's mother is the only daughter of my mother. How is Anand related to Ajay? How is Anand related to Ajay? Okay. Suraj is saying C. So Anand's mother is the only daughter of my mother. Anand and Anand's mother. This lady is only daughter. Only daughter of whom? Of my mother means Ajay's mother. Ajay's mother. Means this lady is sister of Ajay. This lady is sister of Ajay. So Anand's mother is daughter of a person, and this person is Ajay's mother. So this lady is Ajay's mother. So the relationship between Ajay and this lady is sister of Ajay. Since here the gender of Ajay and Anand, these two persons are not known, whether the person is male or female. So the question is, how is Anand related to Ajay? So Anand can be male or female. Anand can be male or female. So you can say if Anand is male, then Ajay's sister's son. Sister's son is nephew. And sister's daughter is niece. And we are finding only one of the relations over there in the options. So that's why we will go for nephew. Means option C. Okay, next. Question number 19. Raju and Chotu are twins. Raju and Chotu are twins. Chotu's sister is Reena. Reena's husband is Rajan. Raju's mother is Lalita. And Lalita's husband is Rakesh. Then how is Rakesh related to Ranjan? How is Rakesh related to Ranjan? So since Raju and Chotu are twins, Chotu's sister is Reena. So this person is Raju and this is Chotu. These two are twins and Chotu's sister is Reena. Chotu's sister is Reena. Reena's husband is Ranjan. Reena's husband is Ranjan. Raju's mother is Lalita. Raju's mother is Lalita. Lalita's husband is Rakesh. Lalita's husband is Rakesh. So Rakesh is husband of Lalita. Then how is Rakesh related to Ranjan? How is Rakesh related to Ranjan? So Ranjan's wife's and wife's father. And wife's father is father-in-law. So wife's father, answer is father-in-law. Question number 20. Manoj told his friend Shyam, pointing to a photograph, her father is the only son of my mother. Her father is the only son of my mother. Again, the statement is, her father is the only son of my father. So her father is the only son of my father. So in this case, the explanation starts with this word her, and there is a relation attached with her, that is father. So we have to reverse the relation. So for her father, this girl or lady will be what? Daughter. So for her father, this lady will be daughter. So for her father, the lady is daughter. Now, we will start from this point. Manoj told his friend Shyam. So this is Manoj. See, in this particular question, in these type of questions, we cannot confirm the gender of Manoj. But to answer it, as we are getting few relations only, so here we have to consider Manoj as male. Usually remember, we cannot consider any person's gender by the name. Okay. Okay, of my mother, not father. So here we have to consider Manoj as male. Okay. Now, the photograph is of whom? So Manoj's mother, mother's only son. So Manoj's mother and mother's only son. Mother's only son is Manoj himself. And this girl is Manoj's daughter. This girl is Manoj's daughter. So here, the answer is option C. The photo is of Manoj's daughter. So looking at a photograph, a person said, I have no brother or sister, but that man's father is my father's son. So what the man is saying, I have no brother or sister. But that man's father is my father's son. That man's father is my father's son. So here the statement is with yes. Manoj told his friend. Yes. So if you read the question properly, here the term his is there in the previous question. From that we can consider the gender of Manoj as male. So Manoj told his friend. So when this term in the previous question his is mentioned, we can consider the gender of Manoj as male. Okay, now. So I have no brother or sister, but that man's father is my father's son. So that man's father. So for father, that man means this particular man will be son. Man's father. For man's father, the man will be son. For man's father, the man will be son. So now what we will do, we will start from this particular term, my. My means the man himself. So 1, 2, and 3. Remember one thing, that the man has no brother or sister. So this man has no brother or sister. So his father's son is himself. So he is giving information regarding himself. So man's father's son is man himself. Now man's son. So the photograph towards which this man is looking is of his son. So the answer is his son. Clear? Okay. Question number 22nd. Okay. Please explain again. Prashant. See, we have discussed earlier also that whenever any information starts with these kind of terms, his, her, your, or man, woman, with an apostrophe s. Okay? So, yeah, anyone's name with an apostrophe s. So whenever you find any explanation start with these terms in blood relation, what we will do, we will reverse the relationship attached with these terms, like his mother, as we have discussed earlier also, or let's say her father, your wife, man's son. Okay? Ravi's wife. Prashant. When you get these kind of terms, whenever you get these kind of terms, what we will do, we will reverse the relationship attached with this particular term, like his mother. For his mother, man is son. For his mother, man is son. Her father. For her father, this girl will be daughter. Your wife. For your wife, you will be husband. For man's son, the man will be father. And for Ravi's wife also, Ravi is husband. Clear, Prashant? So, in this particular question, the previous question, that is question number 20, first, the man is saying that man's father is my father's son. Man's father is my father's son. So here, man's father. So for man's father, the man will be son. Na? For man's father, man will be son. So now, we will start from my 1, 2, 3. This my is the speaker of the statement, means man. Okay. Now, man's father's son. Man's father's son is man himself. So man's father's son is man himself. And now man's son. Man's son. It means this photograph is of his son. Man's son. So the next relation was son. So it means the photograph is of man's son. Okay. Now, come to this question now. Suraj's father has a son, Rohit. So, Suraj and Suraj's father has a son, Rohit. It means Rohit is brother of Suraj. Rohit is brother of Suraj. So, Suraj's father has a son, Rohit, who has an aunt, Lakshmi. Means, Rohit has an aunt, Lakshmi. Aunt means father's brother. So, aunt is Lakshmi. Who has a husband, Rao. So, Lakshmi's husband is Rao. Lakshmi's husband is Rao. Whose father-in-law is Sohan. Whose father-in-law is Sohan. Means Rao's father-in-law is Sohan. Father-in-law means wife's father. Wife's father. So father-in-law is Sohan. What is the relation of Sohan to Suraj? Sohan is father's father. Sohan is Suraj's father's father. Father's father is what? Grandfather. Father's father is grandfather. Yes, the answer will be option B. Father's father is grandfather. Okay. Now come to question number 23. Ramu's mother said to Ramu, my mother has a son whose son is Ashok. How is Ashok related to Ramu? Okay. See now. Ramu's mother said to Ramu, my mother has a son whose son is Ashok. My mother has a son whose son is Ashok. So the speaker of the statement is Ramu's mother. Ramu's mother. Who is saying? Ramu's mother is saying that my mother means this lady's mother has a son Ashok. My mother has a son whose son is Ashok, rather. So my mother has a son and his son is Ashok. His son is Ashok. So Ramu's mother is saying that my mother has a son whose son is Ashok. Whose son is Ashok. How is Ashok related to Ramu? Then how is Ashok related to Ramu? Cousin. Since they are in same generation. But their parents are different. So that's why answer will be what? Cousin. So here the answer is cousin. Rahul? Yes. Ramu's mother was saying that my mother has a son and whose son is Ashok. Whose son is Ashok. Now, come to question number 24. अब ठीक रहेंगे, कल जाएंगे. See, A is the son of B. A is the son of B. So we will put B and B's son is A. While B and C are sisters to one another. B and C are sisters to one another. E is the mother of C. E is the mother of C. If D is the son of E. If D is the son of E. So E's son is D. Means these three are siblings. B, C and D are siblings. So if D is the son of E, then which of the following statement is correct? D is maternal uncle of A. Yes, mother's brother. D is maternal uncle of A. Means option A is correct. D is the cousin of A. No. Since both are not in same generation, this cannot be the answer. B and D are brothers. No. B is sister of D. And fourth one is none of these. So since we are getting the first option correct, our answer will be first option, means A. D is maternal uncle of A. D is maternal uncle of A. Okay. Now come to this question. Question number 25. So the answer is option A. Okay. So A is B's brother. A is B's brother. So B's brother is A. C is A's mother. A's mother is C. D is C's father. Okay. C's father is D. B is D's granddaughter. B is D's granddaughter. So D's granddaughter is B. D's granddaughter is B. How is B related to F? How is B related to F? Who is A's son? Means F is A's son. F is A's son. And we have to find the relationship between B and F. B between B and F. So the answer is what? How is B related to F? So F's father and father's sister. Father's sister is what? Father's sister is aunt. Father's sister is aunt. So the answer of this question is what? Aunt. Answer of this question is aunt. So these were some questions from this particular topic, blood relation. So let's take a break, and after the break we will start figure counting. All right? Okay then. Welcome back. So let's discuss this topic, that is statement and argument. So at first, we have to understand what is an argument. So a bit of intro is mentioned there. So an argument is something which we put either in favor or against any particular issue. So here an issue will be given in the form of a statement followed by some arguments, and we need to find whether which argument is strong and which one is weak. So this particular topic comes under the section of analytical, that is statement and arguments. So an issue will be given and some argument will be mentioned, and we need to go through the statement and the argument as well and find that whether the given argument is strong or weak. So just go through the lines first, like an argument made in favor or opposition of a statement that is genuinely related to the statement as well as substantiate the truth. It's called a strong argument. So these are the qualities of a strong argument. Means the first quality is it should be related with the statement. So characteristics of a argument being strong is, so what are the characteristics of an strong argument? First, the argument should be directly related with the statement. Clear? And it substantiates the truth also. Okay? And characteristic of a weak argument is what? Argument made in favor or opposition of a statement that is not directly related to the statement as well as does not prove the truth of the statement is a weak argument. So basically we have to find whether the argument is strong or weak. So let's move to key points which we need to consider while going through the questions. The first key point is an argument should be directly clear. Means whatever is mentioned in the argument, it should be clear. Or you can say argument should be well explained also. Well explained. So if the argument is not well explained, or you can say ambiguous, we cannot consider that particular argument as a strong argument. So it should be clear and well explained. The first point. Next point is arguments based on truth. Means the facts which we see in our day-to-day life, if the argument is related with that particular thing, if the argument is saying with that thing, which are means in our day-to-day life, we see or we go through that. So it is again a quality of a strong argument. Next, the arguments which are true from scientific point of view, scientifically proven things. The things which are scientifically proven. Again, we have to consider that also. We will consider that particular argument as strong argument. Next point, the argument which are in conformity with the rules, laws and ideas stated in the society. So we need to follow the rules, laws of the country, rules made in our society. So we have to follow this also. Okay. Now, the argument which has a clear meaning, means it should be clear. We have already mentioned it in the second point only. Next point is arguments that are not at all comparable. Means whenever you find a comparison, in argument, we consider comparisons as weak argument. Let's say if others are doing the same thing, so you should follow them, is not clear. Means it's not a strong argument. If others are doing a thing and somebody says like he is preparing for a UPSC, you also should prepare for UPSC. See, the quality of individuals are different, their situations are different, their interests are different. So we cannot means compare two individual, two state, two country with each other. So whenever you find a comparison stated in the argument, we will not consider it. No, these are not priorities. These are not priorities. These are characteristics of a strong argument and some points which are characteristics of weak argument. So when you find these things in any particular argument, we will consider it as strong one. And if we are getting means comparison in the argument, we will consider it as a weak argument. Yashashvi, is it clear? Second, the argument which does not represent questioner. Means argument is, see, we will get the statement first, and in the statement you will find basically a question. So the statement will be in the form of a question. Whether we should do this or not, like this. Okay? And argument should explain or give the answer of this particular question. Argument means to give the answer of this particular question. So that's why argument should not in revert ask another question. Like usually we see in the news channels these days that in the prime time or any particular time, representative of multiple political parties are called and they argue with each other that on any particular scheme, on any particular issue. So in that particular case, if a person asks a question to another person, his reply should be in the form of answer, not in question. If the second person is again asking or reverting a question or throwing a question back, it doesn't mean that the argument is valid. So argument is valid till then when you give the answer of a particular question. So the answer of a question should not be in a form of question only. So whenever you find a questioner in the statement, we will not consider it. So just remember these points, okay? One more thing. If we get these kind of words like this is the only way to do this, or this is the best way, or even these key terms, we have to remember these key terms. Whenever you get these kind of key terms in the argument, in 99% of the cases, we will consider it as a weak argument. In 99% of cases, we will consider it as a weak argument. So remember this, whenever you get a term like only, best, all, no one, okay, or definitely, so whenever you get a term like this in the argument, we will consider it as a weak argument. So let's start with the question now. Any doubt? Any want to ask anything else? No. So these are basically the 4 options. We have to select any one. If only one argument 1 is strong, if only argument 2 is strong, if both the arguments are strong, or if neither 1 nor 2 is strong. So let's start with the statement now. Should hand baggage on all international flights be permanently banned? Argument first, no. It causes a lot of inconvenience since items of minimum requirement need to be carried during the long haul flights. See, this is a fact, and to provide convenience to the passenger, there is a facility of hand baggage. So this facility of hand baggage is still there or is still present. So, and the reason behind that is this thing only, so that people will fly conveniently. Second is, yes, it is necessary to ensure security of passengers on board. See, for the security of passenger, before entering the flight, there is a security check. So there only their securities means there is a security check. So there only the security issue vanishes. So it is not a valid argument. So the security issue is already resolved before entering the flight only. So that's why here the right answer would be only first. Yes. So first one is strong and second one is weak. So we have to do the same thing in the next question also. See, should there be a complete ban on bursting crackers, including fireworks, barring a few occasions in the country? Argument first, no. People should be allowed to enjoy on all occasions according to their interest and priorities. Second, yes, bursting crackers causes a lot of sound and air pollution, which is hazardous to health. Which is hazardous to health. So do you find any of the argument strong? If yes, then why? And if no, then why? Okay. Smriti Khanna is saying both are strong. Dr. Prakhar Jaiswal is saying only B. Punita Sonkar is saying both. See, we need to think ideally. We need to think ideally. Neither. Okay. See, the statement is, should there be a complete ban on bursting crackers, including fireworks, barring a few occasions? In some occasions, it will be allowed. So it is not a complete ban for every occasion. In some occasions it is allowed, and in rest of the occasions, it is banned. So try to read the statement properly. Yes. Ashish Kadam is saying B is stronger than A, as A does not balance the question demand. Yes. Second, Apurva is also saying second, because environment protection is need of the hour. Yes. And people can avoid crackers. Okay. Prashant is saying only B. People can enjoy in other ways which are not polluting, non-polluting ways. Yes. So here the correct answer is only second one is strong. So there is there is a complete ban barring a few occasions, means in some occasions we can use crackers, but not in every occasions. So that's why the first one is not considered, that the people should be allowed to enjoy all occasions according to their interest and priorities. So that's why first one is a bit weaker, but yes, second one is stronger. So we will go for second only. We will go for second. So here the right answer is second. First weak and second is strong. Third, should the woman be advised not to travel alone at night in view of the increasing incidences of rape and sexual abuse? Argument first, no. Instead, the government should take measures to control such incidences. And second, yes, it is difficult even for the police department to control such cases. So, answer, Smriti is saying 1, Devendra is saying A, okay. Punita is also saying 1. Yes. So should the woman be advised not to travel alone at night in view of the increasing incidences of rape and sexual abuse? No. Instead, the government should take measures to control such incidences. Okay, the first one is strong, and second, yes, it is difficult for the police department to control such cases, is highly irrelevant. So that's why we will go for 1 only. Yes, second option is discrimination. And the second argument is, basically showing the failure of the police department. Now, yes. Inefficiency of, yes. Failure from the side of police department. So, okay, question number 4. Should the current practice of presenting budget be changed? Yes, we are carrying it since pre-independence era. And second, no. The present practice of presenting budget is citizen friendly. See, the first statement is saying that we are carrying it for a very long while. But what is the problem in that particular way of presenting budget is not there in the argument. So that's why the second argument is not a well explained argument. It doesn't represents the reason or the problem behind presenting the budget in this manner. So that's why we cannot consider it as a strong argument. First one is weak. Second, no, the present practice of presenting budget is citizen friendly. So should the current practice of presenting budget be changed? So the second is saying no, the present practice of presenting budget is citizen friendly. Yes, Smriti, the correct answer is second. Since in this particular statement, in this particular argument, the positive point of the presenting budget is mentioned. That is citizen friendly. Budget has to be citizen friendly. Okay? If the people of the country are not able to understand the budget, then it means it is a complete failure of presenting the budget. Okay? So it should be citizen friendly. So since the current practice of presenting budget is citizen friendly, means we should continue with this method only. So that's why here the answer should be B, means second one is strong. Chaitanya, Yashashvi, Nidhi, and few of them. Dr. Prakhar. Are you all getting my point? Okay. Sure, I will at last I will discuss how to approach the CSAT section, means the section of reasoning of your examination. Okay. Since what I think that this particular examination of CSAT is a qualifying one, where the maths and reasoning and English part is of qualifying nature. So you will not find any difficulty in that particular thing. Okay. Okay. In these type of questions, one argument has to be stronger than the other. No. We are not comparing. We are not Ashish Kadam. We are not finding any comparison between the two arguments. We are not discussing the comparison between the two arguments, that which one is stronger and which one is weaker. Simultaneously, both can be strong and both can be weak. As per the statement, which argument is strong? So it is not a comparison. Okay, Ashish? So Devendra, okay. Second is not too extreme as no is there. No. Remember this. Yes and no should be there. But after that, try avoiding these terms. Yes or no should be there. Devendra, in each argument. This yes and no is basically indicating whether the argument is in favor of the issue or against of the issue. So this yes and no which is mentioned in the argument here at first is just to represent whether the argument is in favor of the statement or against of the statement. Okay. Next. Okay. Devendra Singh, sir, is not second extreme as no is there. Some changes could be done. Yeah, some changes could be done, but as per the statement, right now we are finding this particular argument strong. Now come to question number 5, statement 5. Should the number of holidays given to the government employee be reduced to only 5 in a year? Be reduced to only 5 in a year? Argument first is yes, such holidays subsequently reduce working hours, thus adversely affecting the economy of the nation. And second is, no employees require intermittent rest from hectic work schedule. Intermittent rest from hectic work schedule. Yes. So the first one is not practical, means it cannot be practiced that out of 365 days, one will get only 5 days of holiday. So that's why the first one is weak. And second is strong, reason being, yes, it will become hectic. If you are getting only 5 holidays in a year, it will be a bit hectic. Yes, overworking is not a guarantee of increased productivity. Yes. B, as it increases productivity and efficiency. C, productivity and efficiency is based on two things, that is quantity of work and quality of work. And majorly it is based on the quality of work. So that's why the answer of second is B. Now, statement 6. Should cricket replace hockey as the national sport of India? Yes, Devendra. Argument first, yes, the performance of the hockey team has been dismal for the last few years. And second, no. Yes. Very good, Dr. Prakhar Jaiswal. No, cricket is the national sport of Australia and no two countries must have the same national sport. See, this is not a fact. There are several countries which have the same national sport. Like England and Australia, both share the same national sport, that is cricket. India and Pakistan also, which shares hockey as their national sports. Second is straight away weak, and first is also weak. See, the national means sports cannot be chosen on the basis of the performance of the. Yes, this Olympic hockey took center stage. Yes. So that's why here the answer is both the arguments are weak. Now, 7th. Should there be only 2 political parties in India? Yes, in many developed countries there are only 2 political parties. And no, Indian electorate is not mature to select between only 2 political parties. So which one is strong? Yes, yes, yes. Apurv. Prashant, good. Devendra, good. Good. See, the first argument is showing a comparison that the other developed countries have only two political parties, then we should also follow the case of only two political parties. Second, no, Indian electorate is not mature to select between only two political parties. No, this is not a means good reason for means going against the statement. None, since both are extreme sentences. Yes. Next. Can education be ensured as a fundamental right without tackling the problem of child labor in India? Yes, 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 Devendra, we are more mature. As we choose from 7, 8, in some cases, you will find even more than 20, 30 candidates. Yes, question number 8 now. Answer of question number 8. Can education be ensured as a fundamental right without tackling the problem of child labor in India? Argument first, yes. The root cause of child labor lies in the problem of depriving the child of education. And second, no. The root cause which make a child deprived from education are the compulsion of its family and the circumstances which force a child to resort to child labor. Yes, 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 both. See, child labor and child education, both the things are interdependent. Yes, so here the answer will be both A and B. Ninth. See, Dr. Prakhar, if you are means depriving a child from education, so what else the child will do? So their parents took them for child labor. And second thing is also correct. If the student is doing child labor, then how he or she will attend the schools. So both the things are interdependent. So that's why the answer should be both. Now come to this question number 9. Okay, again neither. Should ordnance factories be opened to private sector? Argument yes. First one is yes. All the superpowers in the country or in the world have done this. Again, a comparison is there. We cannot consider it. Next is no. Privatization will lead us to the age of thraldom and slavery. It is again illogical. There is no means sense behind this particular argument. So we cannot consider any of the two. So the answer is none. Yes. Neither first nor second. Yes, very good. Statement number 10th now. Should there be a ban on ultrasound checkup to detect the gender of the child in the womb? Argument first, yes, it will hamper the sex ratio. No, this will suppress the freedom of the human beings. Apurv, we have only 4 options. Option A, only 1 follow. Option B, only 2 is strong, second is strong. Option C, both are strong. And option D, none of them is strong. Apurv. Okay. Yes, it will hamper the sex ratio. And second, no, this will suppress the freedom of the human beings by not knowing the gender of the unborn child. So this is not a strong one. Yes, the right answer was first only. Now, statement number 11. Should there be a ban for the second term of presidency? Yes. New persons must be given chances. And second is, no, we should never make any changes in the constitution made by forefathers. Yes, 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 good. Means the reason, the explanation behind the argument is not strong, means a strong reason is not there. So that's why the answer is neither one nor two. Okay. Now come to statement number 12. Should women be given equal opportunity in matter of employment in every field? Argument first, yes, they are equally capable. And second, no, they have to shoulder household responsibilities too. They have to shoulder household responsibilities too. Good. So here the answer is first only. Yes. Next. Should seniority be the only criterion for the promotion? Argument first, no. All the senior employees are not interested in promotion. And second, yes. Otherwise, senior employees feel humiliated. D, yes. Neither of the argument is strong. As in the first one, we are getting means an extreme term, that is all. So we cannot give any confirmation regarding all the employees. And second one is they feel humiliated. No. Promotion should be based on the performance of a person. Yes. 14th. Should there be a ban on using mobile phones while driving vehicles? Argument first, no. This will affect the basic purpose of keeping a mobile phone. And second, yes, doing two works simultaneously should not be permissible. Doing two works simultaneously should not be permissible. Neither. Okay, good. Yes, neither one nor two means. Should India acquire, manufacture the latest nuclear weapons? Here we have to avoid comparison. Means the rule which we have mentioned earlier, that whenever you get comparison, you make that particular argument, you mark that particular argument weak. But here, this is an exceptional case. When your enemy is improving, you have to improve yourself. So if your enemy is developing some kind of, you can say, warfare, so you need to also develop the similar thing, similar sort of thing, or you can say, like when India tested their nuclear weapon, and after that we heard that Pakistan has also tested the same. So here, when your enemy is improving or developing a warfare, you also have to look for the same. So, with your enemy, yes, with your enemy, you can compare yourself with your enemies. So the argument first is, yes, the enemies of India are improving their weapons continuously. So if their enemies of India are improving their weapon, it means the first one holds strong. Second, no, it will be against our policy of maintaining world peace. So it is quite irrelevant. So answer is first strong and second weak. Okay, statement number 16. Should animals be killed in the name of laboratory experiment? Argument first, yes, they are available in abundance. And second, no, we have been supporting non-violence on every step of our lives. Yes, both the reasons are irrelevant. Yes. Now, next beta, next. Should the prestigious people be met with special treatment by law if they have committed crime unknowingly? Argument first, yes, because the prestigious people do not commit crime intentionally. No, it is our policy that everybody is equal before the law. Yes. Everybody is equal before the law. It is a fact. Okay. Next. 18th. Should India become a permanent member of UN's Security Council? Should India become a permanent member of UN's Security Council? Yes, India has emerged as a country which loves peace and amity. And second, no, let us first solve problems of our own people like poverty and malnutrition. See, Nidhi, what I believe that means by emerging, by loving peace and amity is not a criterion for getting a permanent seat at UN Council. There should be some more other facts also along with this. So, if India loves peace and amity, with the help of these two things, I don't think so India will get a UN permanent India will become a permanent member of UN Security Council. And second is again is irrelevant. So here the answer should be neither one nor two. By loving peace and amity doesn't mean that the country should get a permanent seat over there. Because most of the country, almost all country loves peace and amity. So each and every country should become a permanent member of UN's Council. Yeah, even Bhutan do so. So this is not, I don't think so, this is a criterion for getting a permanent member of, or for becoming a permanent member of UN Security Council. That's why. So here the answer should be neither one nor two. Khushi and one more student was there. Apurv is saying both are strong. No. This is not. Nidhi. Understood? Nidhi and Khushi. Now, statement number 19 is, should the parents of those children who do not send their wards to school be fined? Argument first, yes. This is the only way to eradicate illiteracy. Second, no, why should the parents be fined? So in the first case, you are getting a term only, which makes an argument weak. So first one is weak because of the term only. And second one is also weak because this argument is in a form of question. So we have to give the answer of the question in the argument, not asking the question. So, statement number 20. Should there be a total ban on all tobacco products in India? Argument first, no. This will render a large number of people jobless. Second is no. The government will lose huge amount of money as it will not earn by the way of taxes on these products. Okay. Yashashvi is saying B and rest are saying D. So neither of the two, you are finding neither of the two strong. Okay. Yes. I was looking for the same answer, Dr. Prakhar Jaiswal. You are absolutely correct. See, both the issues are important. Reason being, if we ban all the tobacco products, then the workers of that particular, the workers which work in the factories of tobacco, where they will go? It is an issue. And second, a large amount of taxes is levied on tobacco products. So the government will lose that amount, such amount of money. So it is also a very important issue. So here the answer should be C, not D, C. See, what is there in our mind that the ideal answer should be yes, it should be banned. But we have to go for the reason why to ban it and why not to ban it. See, basically argument is just like group discussion, GD. In GD means an issue will be given or a question will be given, and some of the students will be in favor of any particular thing and some are against in any particular thing. So there can be strong reason in favor also, and there can be some strong reasons against a particular issue also. We need to consider both of them. So that's why here the answer is C. Now, statement 21st. Should there be only one rate of interest for term deposits of varying duration in banks? Argument first, no. People will refrain from keeping the money for a longer duration, resulting into reduction of liquidity level of banks. And second, yes, this will be much simple for the common people, and they may be encouraged to keep more money in the banks. Yes, the answer is first one is strong and second one is weak. Since bank keeps different rate of interest in varying durations, and the reason being that if one standard rate of interest will be kept, the people will try to put the money for a very short period of time, so that they will get the interest also and they can easily access their money also. So, statement 22nd. Should there be a cap on maximum number of contestants for parliamentary elections in any constituency? Argument first, yes. This will make the parliamentary elections more meaningful, as the voters can make a considered judgment for casting their votes. Second, no. In a democracy, any person fulfilling the eligibility criteria can contest parliamentary elections, and there should be no such restrictions. Yes, as per the law of our country, the answer should be second one is strong. Second one is strong. So first is weak. Now the next. Should Indian government ban printed book and start using e-books in schools and colleges? Argument first. Yes. This will help protect trees which are recklessly felled to make papers. Second is no. It will require a huge investment, as every student will need electronic devices to read e-books, and this is not possible for a poor country like India. Okay. Some of the students are saying B and some are saying D. Okay, now Richa is saying C. Okay. Now there is a contest between B, C and D options. Some of you are saying B. Why B? And some of you are saying C. What do you think? Why should we go for C? And the rest students are saying option D. So why should we go for D? Just give your explanations. See, both the issues are important. Both the issues are important which are mentioned in the argument. The first, cutting up the trees, and the second is it will means require a huge investment. So as per me, both the arguments are strong. Yes, and both are facts. Very good, Aishwarya. So these two are facts. For means printed book, we require paper, and paper is made from trees, woods, with the help of wood. Trees are not recklessly felled. In most cases, there are tree plantations with trees grown specially for paper production. Huge investment is a problem. See, Prashant, trees are recklessly felled. This is the problem. Now, come to question number 24. Okay. Should government directly buy crop from the farmers from across India? Argument was yes. Farmers' exploitation by middlemen traders could be stopped. Second, no. People would lose their opportunities of getting help from such people in time of need. Try to read the question properly, go through the argument properly, then answer. Don't try to be in a hurry. Okay? Yes. Yes. Answer should be only one. Since farmers' exploitation by the middlemen traders could be stopped. But second means for getting help from these kind of peoples. Is not a genuine reason. So that's why we cannot consider the second one as Yes. Now this is the last question of this particular topic. Should Education Ministry start board examination from class 8 onwards? From class 8 onwards. Argument first, yes. Then only well qualified students will take admission in colleges. Second, No, student will get time to participate in other curricular activities and they will not feel stress. Yes, the correct answer is option B. Second one is stronger. Second one is stronger. So here the answer will be only second. So now let's start the next topic, and the next topic is counting of figures. Figure counting. So as you know, in this particular topic, that is counting of figures, a figure is given and we need to count the number of figures which is there inside that particular figure. So here in counting of figures, so there are three types of figures which we have to count in the questions. Counting of circle, counting of square, or along with that you can say counting of rectangles also. Counting of rectangles, and the third one is counting of triangle. See, in this particular topic, some questions can be solved with the help of some short tricks and methods, but in some cases we need to understand the concept of counting. So how to count manually. Okay. So in some cases manual counting will be required, and in some cases we can apply some short tricks for finding the answer of the questions. So let's start with counting of figure. So we will start from circle. Let us discuss some questions on board first, then we will go with the PPT. So the first case is counting of circle. Consider these figures as circle, as I am not good at drawing the circle basically. So how many circles are there in this figure? How many circles are there in this figure? How many circles are there in this figure? So start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So the answer is 11 circles are there. 11. See, concentric circles are 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. Now from here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. 11 circles are there. So counting the circle is the easiest type, as we do not require any trick or formula. All we have to do is to count manually. like this. How many circles are there in this figure? Yes, 13. Good, good. So counting the circle is the easiest thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 9, 10 and 11, and 12 and 13. So total of 13 circle is there. Now move to the next type, that is counting of squares. How many squares are there in this figure? Number of squares in this figure? Four, yes. 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are only 4 squares in this figure. Now how many squares are there in this figure? Okay. So let's count the squares now. See, is this a square? Smaller part? If it is a square, then this will be also a square, this is also a square, and this is also a square. So, how many small squares are there in this figure? 4. And after combining all together, these 4 squares, these 4 small squares, one more square is there. So it means we are finding 5 squares in the smaller figure. Similarly, if 5 is in the smaller figure, then in this particular figure also there will be 5 square using the same way. And here also we will get 5 square. And here also finally we will get 5 squares. So a total of how much? So 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, answer is 20 squares are there. So the answer is 20 squares are there in this figure. Got my point? So this is the way to count a figure. So what we are doing, at first we count all the small squares, then after adjoining all of them, we will check whether there is a new square is being developed or not. Okay. So this is the way of counting. Now, okay, before it, how many squares are there in this figure? Only one square is there. Okay. Now how many squares are there in this figure? So it is simple, na? 1, 2, 3, 4, and adjoining all the 4 parts, we will get one more square, that is 5 squares. Okay. So here also we will do the same thing. Here also we will do the same thing. Just count in this particular figure that how many squares are there. See, the counting method says first try to find that how many types of square are there in this figure. Means how many different sizes of squares are there in this figure. Okay? See, let's consider this particular length is 1 and this is 1. So we are getting a small square over here. We can say it like having a size of 1 by 1. Having a size of 1 by 1. So this is the smallest square. Now, is this a square or not? Now, this size will be called as 2 by 2. And similarly, the larger one, see this is also a square. So this will be called as 3 into 3. So there are 3 different sizes of squares are there in this figure. Now, when we talk about 1 by 1, size of 1 by 1, how many squares means how many smaller squares are there in the given figure? So the number of smaller square is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So number of smaller square is 9. Now let's count the number of square having size of 2 into 2. So from this point, if you see, we are getting a square. This is square number 1. And from this point also, if we move ahead, further on the right hand side, we'll get one more square. That is 2. Now from below, this is also a point. Here also we can draw a square of 2 by 2 size. And from this point also, we are getting a square of 2 by 2 size. So how many squares are there of 2 by 2 size? 4 squares are there. Now what about 3 cross 3? Means the larger one. So we are getting a larger square here as well. So a total of how many squares are there now? Add all of them. 9 plus 4, 13 plus 1, 14. So this is the method of counting. But here we can use a very short trick, a very simple and short trick. That is, when the bigger figure is a square, bigger figure is a square, we will see what? Yes, How many squares are there in this row? So how many rows are there? You can say. How many rows are there? So in this particular figure, there are 3 rows. In this figure, how many rows are there? 3 rows. And number of column in this figure? How many column of squares are there? So when we start counting column, this is 1, 2, and 3. 3 columns are there. So 3 rows and 3 columns are there in this figure. So now what we will do? We will start deducting 1 from it and just note down it. Deduct 1 and note down till we get 1 in any of the sides, either row or column. So we will start deducting 1 from 3. 3 minus 1, 2. 2 minus 1, 1. Okay. And here also we will do the same thing with column. So number of columns are also 3. 3, 2 and 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So now multiply these two. 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. And add them. You will get the answer. So this can be one of the way to find the answer of the question. Count the number of rows and number of squares and just note it down here and deduct 1 and just note it down till we get 1 on any of the side, either on the row side or on the column side. After that, multiply them and add them further to get the answer. Okay? Or if the bigger figure is a square, we can do this thing also. Just put the values in the column or row anywhere and make a square of them and add them. So 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. 9 plus 4, 13 plus 1, 14. So by this method also you can find the answer. Put the values in the row, in the columns 1, 2, 3, starting from 1. Make a square of them and add them together. You will get the answer. But if the larger figure is a square, then only we can apply this. Okay. See, the next question. So we have discussed basically 3 ways. How many squares are there in this figure? See, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the number, make a square of them and add them together. Get the answer 30. Good. But what if the bigger figure is not a square? If the bigger figure is not a square, then now how many squares are there in this figure? So here we will count number of rows and number of columns. We will apply this method. At first we will count the number of rows and then number of columns. Let's count the number of rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows are there. And what about column? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns are there. Deduct 1 from it and note it down. So 5, 4, 3, 2. Since we are getting 1 over here, we will stop here. Now 5 fours are 20, 4 threes are 12, 3 twos are 6, and 2 ones are 2. Now what we will do? We will add all the values. 20 plus 12, 32 plus 6, 38 plus 2, 40. So the total number of squares in this figure is 40. Got my point? Now, so how many squares are there in this figure? Okay, Devendra is saying 70. Okay. See, now we have 4 rows. So value of row is 4 and that of column is 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 columns in it. 6 columns are there. So now 4, 3, 2, 1 and 6, 5, 4, 3. 4 6 are 24, 3 5 are 15, 2 4 are 8 and 1 3 are 3. Add them. So 24 plus 8, 32 plus 3, 35, 35 plus 15. 35 plus 15 is how much? 650. Okay. That's why your answer is varying. So the answer is 50. Is it clear? Okay. Now come to the PPT one. The questions which are mentioned in the screen. First question, question number 1. How many squares are there in the following figure? $70. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 by 5 means the larger figure is a square. So what we will do, we'll make a square of all the numbers and add them. Adding them, we will get 55. How much? 55. Question is not there? Okay, question is not visible. Just wait, just wait. Okay. So, now solve this. Now visible? Okay. So how many squares are there in this figure? Okay. Devendra is saying 55. See, that method is a quite time-taking method, as sure you are. That's why we are using this method to solve it. See, in competitive examination, the time is very crucial. So we should save the time wherever possible. So we will try to solve a question, means these kind of questions, with tricks. So wherever possible, we will try to solve this question with tricks. Yes, it is very simple. Since the bigger figure is a square of how many small squares? 5 by 5 of small squares. So what we will do? We will put a square on each of the value and then add them. Adding them, we will get 55. So by adding them, we will get 55. So answer of first question is 55. Now, how many squares are there in the following figure? How many squares are there in the following figure? Okay, so the answer is 70. So we have 6 columns and rows. So 6 columns and 5 rows. So value of row is 5 and that of column is 6. So what we will do? We will deduct 1 from it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then here 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And multiply them. 6 5s are 30, 4 5s are 20, 3 4s are 12, 2 3s are 6 and 1 2s are 2. Add them. 30 plus 20 is 50, 50 plus 12 is 62, plus 6 is 68, plus 2 is 70. So our answer will be how much? 70. Third figure. Figure number 3. How many squares are there in the following figure? Number of squares in this figure. Count them. Okay. So the answer is 85. Okay then. Now, we will understand the cases of rectangles. See, how many rectangles are there in this figure? How many rectangles are there in this figure? See, when there is a term rectangle, so you need to keep one thing in your mind. All the squares are rectangles. All the squares are rectangles. Because a square satisfies all the conditions of a rectangle. But all the rectangles are not square. See, let's count it manually first. 1, 2, 3, 4. These four squares are there. And combining all the 4, we are getting one more square, that is 5. Okay, now see this. Is this a rectangle or not? By adjoining these two, we are getting a rectangle. Below it also, by adjoining 3 and 4, we are getting a rectangle. So 2 more. Similarly, if we see vertically, so vertically also, we are getting a rectangle by combining 1 and 3. And similarly, one more rectangle is there by combining 2 and 4. So a total of how many rectangles are there? 9 rectangles. 9 rectangles are there. Okay, clear? This is the way of manual counting. But how can we count this in this particular case? using trick. So trick is very simple. Again, we have to take two things, row and column. Put the values in rows and columns, starting from 1. So 1 and 2. So what we will do, we will add the values. Whatever we mention in the row and column of the figure, we will add them. Means 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is how much? 3. So the value of row becomes 3. And here also we have to do the same thing. In the column also, we will add 1 plus 2. This also becomes 3. Multiply them. We'll get the answer 9. So at first, put down the numbers from 1 onwards and then add them and further multiply the sum of the values of row with column. Understood? How many rectangles are there in this figure? No, trick is applicable if the figure, irrespective of the bigger figure, whether it is a square or rectangle. In both the cases, we can apply Prakhar. In both the cases, we can apply whether the larger figure is a square or a rectangle. Yes, very simple now. 1, 2, 3, add them. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. Here also 1, 2, 3, add these three values. 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6. So value of row is 6, column is 6. Multiply them, you'll get the answer. Okay. Now what will be the answer? How many rectangles are there in this figure? Yes, simple. Sum of the value of columns is 6 and now that of row is 10. So 6 multiplied by 10. So this time the answer will be 60. Yes, very good. So what I am trying to do, I am trying to make you understand in that particular type of questions where tricks are applicable. Then we will discuss from the PPT. So now come to triangle part. How many triangles are there in this figure? How many triangles are there in this figure? See, only one triangle is there. No. Now how many triangles are there in this figure? Yes. Now see, this is a triangle and this part is also a triangle, and combining these two, 1 and 2, we will get one more triangle, that is 3. The simplest way to find the answer of these kind of question is put the numbers and add them. Means 1, 2, so add them, 1 plus 2, you will get the answer. So the number of triangle is 3. So number of triangles are 3 now. Now count how many triangles are there in this figure. Yes. See, 3 different parts are there. 1, 2, 3. Put the numbers and add them. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. So the answer over here is 6. Now how many triangles are there in this figure? Yes, yes, yes. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add them. 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 5, 15. So the answer is 15. Okay. Now how many triangles are there in this figure? Thirty? Okay. Yes. So we have two baselines, and on each of the baselines we are getting 5 triangles. So add them. So 15 on one baseline and similarly 15 on the other baseline, yani second baseline, means second baseline. So add these two, we will get the answer, that is 30. Okay. Now how many triangles are there in this figure? Hmm. See, this baseline is till this point only. So till that particular point, how many triangles are there? 4. So add these values, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which is 10. And the baseline which is at the below, here we are getting 21. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. So the total is 10 plus 21, that is 31. 10 plus 21, that is 31. Add these values, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3 and 3, 6, 6 and 4, 10, 10 and 5, 15, 15 and 6, 21. So, from the smaller baseline we are getting 10 triangles, and from the larger baseline we are getting 21 triangles. So, a total of 31 triangles is there. Jyoti is saying 50. Okay. Punita is saying 33. Prakhar is saying 40. Suraj is saying 40. Okay. See, start putting the numbers till the line only. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, that is 6. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. So now there is a discontinuation. So we will again start our numbering here. So whenever you find a discontinuation in the line, you will have to start again the count, that is 1, 2 and 3. So 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6 here. Now from the bottom baseline, how much we are getting? 1 plus 2, 3 plus 2, 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10, plus 5, 15, plus 6, 21, and plus 7, 28. So 28 are from the bottom baseline, and from the above baselines, we are getting 6 and 6. Means 28 plus 6 plus 6. That is how much? 40 triangles are there in this figure. 40 triangles are there in this figure. So whenever there is a discontinuation, we'll have to start again the numbers. Alright. So now, come to some questions. Question number 4. Come to the questions now. Question number 4. How many triangles are there in this figure? Question is not visible. Okay. The questions is visible now, no? Okay. Yes, yes, yes. So the correct answer is 21. Here, question number 5. (42). Yes. Here we have two baselines. Now, how many triangles are there in this figure? See, here we have to count manually. Here we have to count it manually. So, let's count the smaller triangles first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6. Now count the larger one like this. This is a triangle. 6 plus 1, 7. And on reverse of it, you can see this one more is there. So how many triangles are there in this figure? Our answer will be only 8 triangles are there. Only 8 of them are there. So 6 smaller and 2 bigger. Yes, 8 triangles are there. Now count in this particular figure. Okay. Prakar is saying 18, Shalini is saying 20, Richa 16, Punita 16. Okay. So let's count. At first we will count the smaller triangles. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. 12 triangles are there. Now count these triangles. Means by combining the figures, is there any triangle after combining the figures. Like see, is it a triangle? So one triangle is there. 12 plus 1. Okay. Now see from this point. From this point. Is there a triangle? So one more triangle is there. And here also, from this point also, we are getting a triangle. So two triangles are there here. Two. And see, now, this triangle. So one more triangle is there. Yes. So if in this figure we are getting 4 extra triangles, so we can say that in this figure also we will get 4 triangles. So 4 more. So total will be how much? 20. Total will be 20. So a total of 20 triangles are there in this figure. So this is the way of, basically this is the way of counting in case of counting of figures. Is it clear now? Okay. So we will continue the topic the next day. That's it for the day. Thank you very much.